Ah, on a récupéré un petit café et des ficellos. Et oui. Je savais pas que maintenant il y avait des quiz dessus. Donc, le premier c'est quel est l'animal terrestre le plus rapide du monde? Et le deuxième c'est comment dit-on time en français? La réponse en fin d'épisode. Bon, allons voir.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it. It's so dark. It's dark. The dark.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross
Only
into
the
hell.
dead may cross.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. And then endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Oula. Eh, hein, je rappelle, c'est un jeu pour la Saint-Valentin. On doit ramener notre bien-aimé à la vie avec sa tête sur le côté. Bonjour. Petit combat. Je t'attends. Ah, dommage. Pas le temps de niaiser.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Ouf.
Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
Eh, pitié. C'est pas l'évolution des autres là? Ah non. J'y ai cru. Aïe. Ouh. Ah non! Relève.
She's injured.
Oh non. Pas toi avec le bouclier.
She won't make it. She's hurt. There's
Aïe. Ouf. Mais laissez-moi avancer. Laissez-moi passer. Je peux pas récupérer un bouclier là? Non?
Every gate you open into darkness brings another change.
On s'est pris une patate. Oh là 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 là.
she's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it.
Ah, grosse hache, monsieur. Hein.
He's a better fighter.
Aïe. Ouh.
Take him down.
C'est bon? Yes.
Behind you.
Aïe, 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 oh non.
Get up, get up.
Allez, réveille-toi. Quoi, t'es pas mort, toi? Au secours.
Do it. You're behind you. Behind you, watch it. Watch out. He's stronger than you.
Aïe, aïe, aïe. Ah, vous êtes combien? 3. Ok. S'occuper de toi en premier.
Behind you. He's gone.
Can't do it.
Finish this. Finish this. Behind you.
Aïe, aïe, aïe. Non, non, mais vers toi.
Finish this.
End it now.
Bah voilà. C'est bon? Quelqu'un en veut? Je vous attends. Bon. On dirait que j'ai une... Ah mais oui, j'ai une marque de main sur mon avant-bras gauche. Ah, 3. Un S, un X et un petit chapeau.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name, she will ask your lineage, she will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd.
Ouais, focus. Wow! Grâce à notre focus, on peut faire ça maintenant. On gagne en pouvoir. De l'autre côté, hein. Attends, il y a un X là. Comment ça? Ah, c'est plus en haut. Non? Ah, c'est en bas. Peut-être quelque part avec... Ah, ah, ah. Aïe. Devenu aveugle. Non. Comment ça? Au sol. Ah, c'est là-bas, ouais. Non? Ici? Comment ça? Je suis complètement bigleux. Ah ah!
Is the secret.
Parfait. Là, il y a le S. Peut-être plus sur le côté, là. Ah ah! Lui. Et la cagoule. La capuche. Ah, c'est dangereux, hein. Il y a un passage en bas. Attends, mais ça doit être en haut, après on va descendre, hein. Ouais.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Oh, et menace. L'autre partie du pont. Des ennemis. Ah, ça souffle fort.
The gate is opening.
Merci les succès.
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before.
They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's him. It's a trick. He's already dead. You know he's here. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. What's happening? Go towards it.
Ah. Notre épée est brisée. Non. Attends, est-ce qu'elle est vraiment faite elle-même, la blessure ou... Ah, ça a empiré. Cette malédiction. Il était pas beau, hein, les ténèbres. Oh.
There it is. You're imagining this. It's Dylan. He's gone. You were too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Ah, mais c'est notre cher amour. Ou ce n'est qu'une illusion du démon?
Before she first met him, She was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Dès l'adolescence, on n'allait pas très bien, d'accord. Ah, je l'ai vu. Il est en haut.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it.
Mais arrête de fuir. Reviens.
It's the tree.
There he was,
Where is it?
the lone figure of a boy.
Il est à perpète.
Swordplay under the shade of a tree.
You have to keep.
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Oh lolo.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast. When they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Ah, pas cool comme frère. Hein. Oh non. Ah. L'escalier. Ah mais l'arbre il est là-bas. Pourquoi faire ça? Yggdrasil. Ça descend? Ça descend pas. Oh. Au moins on a un joli panorama. Ouh. Ouh. Une mini grotte. Pas des égouts. Putain mais j'avais vu une échelle à un moment. C'était pas pour amener ici.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Elle lui a fait des papouilles. Attends, non, mais c'est pas le frère de Sigmund là qui voulait récupérer l'épée? Et au final, la femme du roi? Et la sœur de Sigmund? Mon siège qui fait des bruits bizarres. Mais je veux la suite de l'histoire.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, affecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Ah, les joies de la jeunesse. Oh oh. Alors la louve, qu'est-ce qu'elle a fait?
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs him. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Sympa, le Sigmund.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really want it? You want to be You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Attends, il est où?
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you And
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here!
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone!
You will die here.
No!
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Mhm.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real?
Le seul truc qui me perturbe dans ce jeu,
Alone in these mountains.
c'est qu'elle a les dents beaucoup trop blanches pour, pour tout ce qui se passe.
You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Qu'est-ce que ce monolithe? Hein? Y a rien? Peut-être un ancien hôtel. Ah, ça regarde la télé à l'intérieur. Ah, mais là aussi, il y en a un. Mais comment on fait pour accéder?
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Ah. Oh, l'inceste, voyons. Pas de problème avec les dieux. Tout ça.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Tant que je finis pas comme elle, ça devrait le faire. Ah, nous y sommes. Ouh, une épée.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard.
Ok.
Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it.
Je savais que ça allait servir à quelque chose. Des épreuves.
Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound.
Mais
So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death.
c'est fait TP?
Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword Tyrving.
Toutes les armes, elles ont des noms stylés, hein. En vrai. C'est quoi l'épreuve? Faut tirer à la charrette.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Who's there?
Le Minotaure. Ah non, trompé de... enfin,
Dillian, I'm here.
de Dieu.
I'm here for the
mythe,
child.
tout ça.
Like when we first met, remember?
Ah, mais il y a deux chemins. Pour qu'on sauve le monsieur. Ça s'allume, un peu de lumière.
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally, I found him.
Après, il est là.
What happened?
Where's he gone?
Can you hear me?
Let him leave.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
Pourquoi je dois le combattre?
I'll find him.
À gauche.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices?
Comme ça, c'est pas le bon chemin.
Voices dead. Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you?
Bah si, regardez.
Where is he? He sounds like he's getting.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist.
She has to keep going. It's not safe here.
The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
It's too scary.
Mais c'est déjà allumé ça? Comment ça?
Find another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find another way. Think. Focus. Use your mind.
Focus.
Let him slip through your fingers once again. Think clearly. You have to find.
Oh non.
Another way.
Faut trouver le bon chemin dans... Ça s'allume pas? Ça s'allume pas. Ah mais on l'a déjà. Ah! Donc... De base on vient de là. On va aller à droite. Après à gauche et droit. Bah à gauche.
I can hear him.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Mhm. Je dirais droit après. Ouais. En fait, faut allumer toutes les torches.
You don't recognize him. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
Il y a eu un truc bizarre. Hein.
Yes, you do. You know where you are. She doesn't. Listen for his voice. Listen. Dillian. Where are you? Listen for his voice. Dillian. She can't hear. It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
mais arrête de crier. C'est bon. Non. C'est pas allumé là ni là. Si, c'est allumé là. On y est?
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not even.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
It's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds in there.
What's in there?
What is it?
A secret room. That voice. It's not Dillian.
There's no way in. Find a way. There has to be a way.
Find a way.
There's always a way.
Don't stop now, don't give up now, find a way.
You're too close to stop. It's in there.
Pourquoi j'entends comme une vache? Oula, c'est rouge. Oula, oula. Un chauffe-eau?
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Ah non. Oh, on a réussi.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
On était déjà maudite depuis le début.
You did it. But there's more.
Mais pourquoi?
There's more. You're tired. You have to keep going.
Pas sympa le père. Hein.
It's not going to be easy.
On a réussi un défi. Il en reste.
Can you do another? It's too
Combien il y en a?
She hasn't got the energy. No.
1,
Much to do.
2, 3. Ah, doit y en avoir 5, je pense. Il y a un qui doit être derrière. Ah non. Bon, on va faire dans l'ordre. Attends, mais je suis obligé de faire... Oui. On va faire dans l'ordre trigonométrique. Qu'est-ce que ça va être cette fois?
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy. It feels wrong.
Oh oh!
Strange.
Petite forêt plutôt. Enfin, forêt.
Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong.
Je me comprends.
This place stinks.
There he is.
There he is.
The light.
Ah, il est là.
He's in the house.
He's
Find-
going in. He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
Where's it gone?
Keep going.
How do you find it?
It's just...
Marécage. Yeah.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. For the water.
Ah, le retour.
But no one else could.
Yeah.
She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
You have to get to the house. You have to find...
Qu'est-ce qui va me libérer, lui? Ah, la porte. On dirait... Ça fait un peu comme une porte des étoiles quand même.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. That is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
C'est pas solide ça. Si? Attends. Peut-être oublié de faire un truc. Hein. Peut-être de repasser par lui. Non. what? Focus. Ah, mais là, il y a un X. Quoi? Peut-être aller voir... Ah, c'est beaucoup trop haut. Faut qu'on aille là-bas. Ah, attends. Ah, faut focuser ça. Ok. J'oublie qu'on a ce super pouvoir.
She didn't. You fixed the bridge. She fixed it.
You passed the trial, get to the house.
You succeeded.
On peut accéder à la maison. Nice.
Now you have to find him.
Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
Come to me. Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him.
You have to find him.
Après, il est coincé à travers des planches.
They're coming for me!
Attends, what? On a re-TP?
It's Dillian, go to him. Go to him. He's trying to save you.
Oh.
There it is. It's close. It's close.
Attends, comment... Quoi? Oh non! Oh, me mettez pas avec un gars qui nous poursuit. Là. Oh. Au secours. Surtout qu'on voit R. Et que tout... Ah, on va perdre à cause de ça. Voilà, super. Par là-bas. Non. Parfait. Mais il est là-bas.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move on.
Ah mais fuis.
You'll die. You're dying. The burning. The gun. The burning.
Ah mais il est où? Il se TP. Ah, laisse-moi.
Where's your sword?
It is.
Ah, vite.
Focus. 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 Two more.
C'est bon. On en a un.
Don't let it see you. Don't get lost. Don't.
Ok, il est là. Ah, en dessous.
Move away. Don't let it look quick. Where's Dillian? What should I do? This is taking too long.
You have to find them.
Where are you?
Where are they?
It looks the same.
Dis pas que je me suis trompé.
The light. Go towards it.
Ah! Où?
Look.
Focus, focus. Comme ça. Ici?
To find one more. One does.
Go, 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 cours, cours, fuis, fuis. Ah! Non mais non! Me dis pas que je recommence depuis le début. Au secours. Pire phase de gameplay. Bon, maintenant on sait plus ou moins.
There it is. Huh? It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die.
Focus.
She's dying. The burning has begun. Go to the gate.
Non mais vas-y!
You've got them.
Ah non, 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 mais...
Look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away.
Ok, là-bas.
Where are you?
Voilà. Ensuite. Merde. Faut qu'on retourne. Ah, 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 ah. Oh non! Ah! Non! Mais... Ah! Mais le machin il triche aussi, tu vois.
There it is. Huh? It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die.
Il se TP.
She's dying.
Ok, c'est bon.
Has begun. Go to the gate. There they are. The rooms. You can get through. I can't find you.
Mais... Après, faut que j'aille à gauche. Voilà. Tant mieux. Non. Là-bas. On va passer par en dessous. Et après, faut que j'aille là-bas. Ok. Gauche. Ah non mais non! Il vient par là où on doit aller. Mais on l'avait juste sur la main, maintenant ça prend tout le bras. Non mais...
There it is. Huh? It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. You feel it? You're dying. The burning has begun. The burning. The burning has begun. Go to the gate. There they are. The rooms. You can get through.
Mais il m'envoie des boules de feu. Et bartué. Mais qu'est-ce que tu fais? Qu'est-ce que t'as fait? Ah, ah. Ah, 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 ah. Il est où? Il est où? Il est où? Il est où? Mais on n'a pas le temps de se... comment en une seule phase on peut dire que le jeu c'est de la merde. Au score. Ah, il était très bien. Ah mais là... C'est même pas de checkpoint. Je peux même pas. Bon, là, mais il va arriver par la gauche. On fait quoi? On fait comment? Il est où? Il est où? Ok. Non. Il est là-bas. Ok. Peut-être le moment. Ou est-ce que... Zut. Oh non, 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 non. Barre-toi. Oh bonjour. Comment vas-tu? Nini, 62 morts. On attire cette espèce d'esprit du feu. Ah, on y est. Oh, ça va, ça va. Je vais me mourir plein de fois à cause de cette phase horrible, mais bon. Ah, victoire.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Il y a des runes magiques dessus, c'est pour ça.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this is nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be.
Plus que 2
Is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a point.
défis.
You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again.
J'espère que ce sera pas pire que celui-là.
You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Voilà, de toute façon, on regarde un monolithe et on se fait TP, donc faut pas se poser de questions. Un gros bâtiment. Et un masque d'or. Oula.
It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here.
Ah, ça ouvre la porte.
Let's stay here.
Mais
I like the way it feels. It's safe here. It's comfortable. It's light here. It's nice.
ouais. Ok, mais c'est bloqué. Donc oui. Le masque du jugement.
The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it. Dillian is in there. Don't forget. You can feel it. You need the runes to fight Dillian. You need Dillian. He's waiting for you. He always said he...
Faut qu'on trouve un glyphe encore.
He loves you. It's love calling you. Dillian. Dillian, we're here. Dillian. We're nearly here.
Ça nous a libéré les deux passages. Mais... Prends encore un masque.
Dillian, there he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go before he disappears. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the other world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Attends, c'est ici. C'est où? Oh.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldur. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
À ce fiefé Loki. Hein. Je suppose qu'il faut qu'on aille mettre la pluie. Et passer par la gauche.
You are guilty.
Was it worth it?
Mais c'est haut. Les grosses piques. Ah. Non. Comment?
You broke him, you killed him.
You couldn't see the darkness within you.
Je crois que c'était vraiment la sortie où on pouvait récupérer le glyphe.
He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
This love has tortured you,
And it tortures Dillian.
Putain, mais il est où?
What does it feel like to be in love?
Peut-être que faut que j'aille en bas. Mais
Is the secret?
what?
It's kind.
Avant. Ah là, déjà on est à peu près à la moitié. Mais je dirais peut-être un 16
Feel like to feel a love so strong.
pour le moment. Ça peut peut-être augmenter ou diminuer après, mais
Do you think she remembers him?
même si j'avoue que pour moi les notes c'est pas trop ça.
Dillian undoes the curse. What does it feel like to feel a love so strong?
Putain, mais je suis complètement perdu. C'est dans cette pièce, on est d'accord.
the sound of his voice.
Ça grimpe pas.
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair?
Do you remember the way he felt?
Le seul truc qui ressemble c'est ça, mais faudrait que je me mette la tête à l'envers. Donc il y a un passage pour aller derrière.
Does it feel like
Non.
to be in love?
He was the only one that didn't mind the curse.
He loved her so much.
C'est peut-être avec les barrières.
Dillian saved you from them.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear? You can't go up
You
there.
can't go up
Not
there.
in this world.
No,
Oui, je sais.
you can't.
Attends, mais dans l'autre monde, c'était bloqué ici, non? On est d'accord.
It's the secret.
J'avais pas vu.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promised to us?" Balder's mother confesses, "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Do you remember what it was to touch it?
Je dirais le seul point noir en fait avec ce jeu, c'est qu'il soit pas en français. En tout cas. Parce que comme t'entends des... Surtout au casque, t'entends les petites voix...
Darkness.
qui te parlent. Donc si tu comprends pas l'anglais, tu fais ah d'accord.
Saved you. He saved you. That's you. You owe him. His love keeps you strong.
Et cette énigme. Bon, réfléchissons par logisme.
Dillian saved you from them.
He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
Si on se met là, est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose qui ressemble?
You'll never find her. It's hidden. Look for it.
Non.
He was the only one that didn't mind the curse.
He loved her so much.
Sur ce côté-là, non plus.
He cared in a way that nobody else did.
Dillian's in the tower.
He's there.
He was the only one she could trust.
Could she trust him?
Mais à l'aide.
Do you remember the way he looked?
Mais d'accord, ça grimpe pas, non.
He saw that she was strong.
Do you even remember? His love is guiding you.
What? Pourquoi il n'y avait plus les petites particules? Ah, les particules, elles sont en haut. Elles sont là. Donc faut qu'on se mette là. Ah!
Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree?
Trouvé. Fouh!
Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
Compliqué. Maintenant on peut ouvrir. Patate ou pomme de terre, ça dépend. En général, je dis les deux. Il n'y a pas de... J'ai pas trop de différence entre les deux. Donc là, montre le monde sombre. Passe par là, on grimpe et la porte. Et on retrouve Dillian.
You had that loved you. You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it. The curse cannot be undone. There he is. Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there. He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way.
Il faut bien qu'on se cale.
Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the
Allez. Non. Voilà.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Baldur stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Baldur. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Baldur is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Ah, en fait, avec les runes là, on est vachement plus de la moitié. Peut-être le finir aujourd'hui au final. Encore un masque. Donc là il y en a 3.
She left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
He cared in a way that nobody else did.
Donc la flèche est vers là. Ah, se trouve ce sera avec les ombres. Aussi. Pas du tout et je me fais bait. Ah ah. Pas du tout. Comment ça, j'ai rien de spécial? Non mais oh.
They mean nothing. Special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time. What if the gods are just toying, playing? What if the gods are laughing at her, messing with her? It wouldn't be this. First time.
Au moins on libère toutes les petites sorties.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Baldur. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Baldur's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Baldur's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Do you remember the smell of his neck?
C'est le signe. Ah non. Ah, c'est de l'autre côté.
She should have listened to her. Why didn't she listen to her? She thought she could defeat it.
Attends, il y a le M. Ouh.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive. No time for this. Speedy.
They've set you trials to distract you.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
laughing at you. Closer to Dillian. And you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to take you out, to make you weak before the battle again?
Plus facile que celui d'en bas, hein.
He didn't believe that she was cursed.
He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
What if this is pointless? What are you doing?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world...
Oups. Remets.
The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder. Weep him out of Hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they found in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Dillian saved her.
You owe your life to
Heureusement qu'il s'est mis en pause. Oula, ne pas tomber.
Dillian!
Be quick.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Senua.
Non, 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 non.
Took after his father,
Oula.
the chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful.
You've come this far, don't let him slip away.
It's a narrow bridge.
Non.
And there's a long way to fall.
Ah, t'y es presque. Vas-y.
It's not safe. You're going to fall.
You're going to
Ah
fall.
bah enfin.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him too. He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you and only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. Then your memories
En tout cas, on va faire une petite pause.
inside you disappear.
pour la VOD. Je vous dis à la prochaine. Bye.